Well, with the groceries put away, I can start the rest of my day, although it's been a busy morning already. Took care of the chickens, cleaned them out, topped them off with some food. Did the same thing with the sheep, cleaned them out. They had plenty of food. Then I took No Name on down to the store because I had to check out a couple things. One, I had to get my groceries, and two, I had a letter this morning in from the store. They took care of the wool problem. They went ahead and bought my wool for the price I was going for at the current time, $700 per, and they also put a building up to. Now they can buy manure and slurry and digestate as well. So that's going to be pretty good for us if I ever get that far to where I can sell that kind of stuff. So that's a good thing. But the other good thing is, they took the wool, which is fantastic, and they gave me the price I was going for at the time. But the other interesting thing that has happened in the mailbox this morning, I also had a letter from the farm owner, and he signed the contract where I can be 50% owner. I just have to sign it now. So he did sign it. His name is Oliver Douglas. A little background on him. He just left a note in there. I guess he used to be a bigwig in Manhattan, and he moved to the countryside to take up the farming life. So, kind of an interesting change there, I would think. I'm grabbing the Fendt 1000 this morning. Need to head on down and continue plowing or creating the field that I started, a couple days ago, it seems like. All the fields are set to go. They've all been weeded and fertilized by the autonomous tractor. So all the fields are all set to go. I even finished picking up the rest of the hay over in the grass field. Sold all the silage as well. And the pellet factory has, it's made all the pallets that it can. So it's sitting idle. So I got a lot of work done on the day it was raining. So now I just need to go ahead and get back to work. That's all I can do here. But I did pay off just a little over $100,000 on the loan. So I dug in that pretty good. Over here, the pallets on the left side are hay. The pallets on the right side are straw. So it's pretty decent. Just have to remember each pallet is 2,000 liters, but 2,000 liters of pellets are, I don't know how many actual liters they would be of loose straw or loose hay, but it's quite a bit. Because when we fed the sheep, was it the sheep I think I've topped off? 2,000 liters went a long way. I also went down to the store and bought a couple more pallets for the chickens because the chickens are producing eggs really fast, so I need more space for eggs. I guess I don't want to say the good news is, but the chicken, that coop, there's no more chickens that can, I think the roosters just about had it. So we're topped off at 400 chickens and they're all happy. And so are the sheep. I got my pallets back as well for the sheep, so they're here gathering the wool. Don't know how much wool I've gotten since last evening. Not that much, but it's enough. It's 2,000 liters plus whatever's in that 10,000 liter container. I need to top off the sheep with some water. I was down here cleaning them out, but I did not top them out, give them some water. Well, they didn't need that much. Did not need that much, but I also was in the field down here as well. I guess I can call it a field. I brought the chainsaw down, the stump grinder, a trailer, and took care of all the trees. Well, I say all the trees. Apparently, I missed one. I missed one way down there. It happens. Oh, yeah, it does happen. But definitely want to get this field put in as soon as possible. The earliest I can put it in, the better. This is going to be like an oil seed kind of a field. I don't want to be dropping this much straw in this field because it'll take forever for the Chrome Primos to go ahead and pick up all the straw that would be in this field. There'd be a lot of straw. And at 6 miles an hour, it would take forever, it seems like. All right, let's go ahead and unfold this. And lower it down. Here we go. The question is, now it should work. There we go. Yeah, so again, no PTO shaft on the front of this Fendt 1000, and it kind of got me because I put the wood chipper on the front of this. before I realized before I remember there's no PTO shafts. I had to use a Fendt favorite to come on down here, and with the wood chipper in the front, chip up the wood trees, wood chip the trees, and automatically dispense back in the trailer. Didn't get much for the wood chips, but it's wood chips. Yeah, this one tree down here, I don't know how I missed it, but I mean, it was raining. I was probably soaking wet, and not the happiest farmer at the current time because of the wool problem I was having at the store, not being able to sell. But kind of interesting overnight that the store put down a buy point for manure / slurry. They actually offer a pretty darn good price for digestate, but I have no way, if I had slurry or manure to bring to transform into digestate. So I'm not sure if I'll ever use that sell point, because if I ever do get manure and slurry, I probably would use it for fertilizer rather than, transform it to digestate or whatever. This doesn't seem like something I would do. But back to the contract. So Oliver Douglas, kind of a weird name. Sounds like two first names in a way. But I figured out a way I think I can sign it and get away with it. Instead of signing my name, I'll put my fingerprint there and just put like a little scribble next to it. Sometimes people sign names, you can't read it anyways what their name is, so I'll just scribble down something and have my fingerprint there. I don't know if I can get away with that, but I'll give it a try. Never know. And if they have a problem with it, I'm pretty sure they'll come back with the contract and saying they need more proof of a signature or something. But I think a fingerprint would do pretty darn good. Oh, I was going to have the autonomous tractor follow me down here, but I kind of forgot. Yeah, because once I get done, I want the autonomous tractor to go ahead, spread some fertilizer down, then spread some lime down, and then we can start seeding this field. I think the first crop I'm going to put in here is definitely going to be soybean. I'll get that tree at a later date, or after I get done with this field. Maybe when the autonomous tractor is spreading fertilizer down and lime down, I'll grab the Fendt favorite tractor once again with the wood chipper, and I'll take care of that tree. I don't know how I missed it, although it was raining pretty darn hard, so I'm going to use that as my excuse. all I have to say is, man, this field is just huge. It's for a one-man farm, it's going to be kind of huge. And I'm starting to think, as one does when you got all this time to work in a field, that trailer that we have that holds 21,000 liters is not going to be sufficient enough to do what we need to do in this field when it comes time to harvesting it. Even like the first time we harvest it, it's going to be soybean. Yeah, I need to look into a bigger trailer. I mean, I would like to get the loan below $1 million before I bought anything new, but I think it's going to be kind of crucial that I get a bigger trailer, like a 50,000 liter trailer. This tractor should have no problem hauling 50,000 liters at least, but the problem is the price of the trailer. And yeah, I just got to see what I can come up with, see if there's any deals going on. I kind of look every day on the used page on the store's website, but there's not usually much there. I mean, I got lucky with the autonomous tractor that one time, but I wouldn't really consider that used. It had like 20 some odd hours on it. But definitely, I'm going to need a bigger trailer because this field's going to hold a lot of liters of whatever in it. Because in the future, I mean, the things I only want to do left here on the farm for upgrading is, one, I like to get a planter so I can do sunflowers and corn. The owner has hinted to me in the past that maybe I would have to go ahead and supply feed for the animals at his other farms. And I know he's got pigs, so he may need some corn in the future. Well, pigs could use an abundance of food, so sunflower and corn. Plus, this gives us more options to sell whatever is good at the time. So, yeah, I'm going to need a planter and, of course, a different header for the combine, a bigger trailer for sure. And, of course, I still like to get in the cows or pigs myself just to produce more manure so I can go ahead and maybe put up some greenhouses or something like that around here. Of course, the greenhouse is going to, require some manure and water. Water is not a problem, but the manure, No Name and Freckles can only produce so much manure on their own. So we need to take care of that. Just a second, when I get done plowing this, I'm going to leave this tractor and trailer here. I'm going to jog back to the farm. I'll grab the favorite tractor with the wood chipper in the front, and I'll have the autonomous tractor follow me down with the spreader, and we'll get a first stage of fertilization down in this field, and then I'll have to swap out the fertilizer for some lime the field, and that way when we go to seed it, I'll have 2 stages of fertilization down, and I won't have to worry about it again until it's time for harvest, except for the weeding part. But really, the autonomous tractor does pretty well with the amount of fields that I have. It keeps up rather well. I mean, I'm getting bigger pieces of equipment for it to do what it needs to do. So, and the fields for the equipment that I have are starting to be like this. I don't want to say these fields are on the small size, but for the equipment that we have, they're on the small size until this field here. Even the one up behind the horses that I did a long time ago, I thought that was a big field. Now with the new combine and the autonomous tractor doing the work, it doesn't seem like it's that big at all. Although I remember seeding that field with the seeder that was here when we got here, and of course harvesting it with the New Holland. Oh, it wasn't bad at first. It was kind of relaxing, but after a while, when you got a lot of work to do, it felt, I don't want to say brutalizing to sit there all day. Like, I got more work to do. I need to get this stuff done. But now we're just whipping through things at a decent rate, so it's not too bad. Well, that is 99.95% of the field done. Oh, if I just didn't miss this one tree. All right, go ahead and park this up right here for now. And of course, I am pretty much down here at the store. I should have got off No Name when I was down here, just had a quick look at it. But I just kind of trotted on by. I mean, there's manure in there. And is there slurry in here? Oh, there is some in there. I mean, would I purchase it? Not really. I wouldn't purchase it to spray it right now because I don't have any equipment to do either or. I guess I could sell some of the horse manure down here because I don't need it at the current time. But I don't think it goes for that much. I need to get focused on getting this field done, so I'm heading back to the farm, grab the Fendt Favorite with the wood chipper, and the autonomous tractor with a spreader. Get a little nervous when I have the autonomous tractor behind me following the tablet. Hopefully it goes over the bridge fine. I can still hear it back there, so it must be all set. Head on down here and we'll have the the autonomous tractor stop behind us. And since this field has never been worked on, I'm going to have to go ahead and program that into the software. Alright, that should stop that tractor right there, which is all good. Now I need to get this thing all set. Take care of this one tree. Then I can finish up the field here and program the autonomous tractor. I'm keeping my eye on the egg prices as well, because we got a lot of eggs, and the price right now is getting up near $1,700 per, which is pretty darn... It's nice, but obviously I would like to see it a lot better. And so right now I'm going to put this tractor here, because I can have this tractor follow me back to the farm and trade the plow in, or the subsoiler in, for our seed drill. There we go. And fold up, please. Now if I leave the tablet inside this tractor, it's not going to follow me around. No, I need the tablet. I need the tablet to program the autonomous tractor. Alright, so I'm going to have to turn off that tractor there. Grab the tablet myself. Fire up the engine. Alright, for this program to actually work, you got to get the tractor in the field. Let me dig up the software here. Alright, calculate current field's edge path. And then what I need to do, I need to save the edge path. This would be field number 4. There we go, that is saved. So now when I come into here, generate course, this will be field number 4. One headland should be more than enough for this, and I'll just go down to 1 meter less of the working width, make sure it doesn't miss any overlap by 7%. Sounds good. It should be able to generate a course. Alright, so first waypoint, stop at last point, or at next trigger. I want that activated, and yes, that should be all good there to go. Alright, let's see what it does. Drive course. It looks like it's going to start right there, which is fine, and off she goes. I'm getting pretty good with that software program. It's like anything. You use something enough, then it's not too much of an issue. Now let's go ahead and turn this engine back on. Got the tablet inside here, so it's going to follow that. Alright, bring that back, and then on the 1000, I can go ahead and put our seed drill on it, bring it back on down, and we'll be set to seed it after we spread some lime in the field, or the autonomous tractor spread some lime. So it's going to have to wait a while. I may not drill that field until the afternoon, honestly. Seeing as it's 10:30, by the time that tractor gets done spreading fertilizer and lime in it, yeah, it's going to be the afternoon hours. I'm thinking it's time to put the wood chipper probably in a place that's not always... It was kind of buried a little bit, but not buried enough, but enough to where if I ever just want to come and get it, I want to move everything. Let's get it underneath cover just a little bit more than that. It gives me enough room for my front loader. Alright, let's attach the PTO. Probably should have dropped it down. I don't think I dropped it down enough. Alright, let's go ahead and park this away. Then I can go ahead and move all that stuff around. Now this shed's working out nicely. I mean, I could fit a few more pieces of equipment in here. Not a whole lot more, but... And when I do get the cows and I put the pasture over there, I probably will put a small shed over there for that kind of stuff instead of trying to cram it all in here, keep moving it back and forth. Alright, so where... Yeah, we'll put the subsoiler next to the mower over here. I'm thinking the autonomous tractor should be able to finish that field with the amount of fertilizer that's left in there. If I have to go refill it, at least the store is just around the corner. Probably should have washed the plow before I put that away. Thought it was too far away, but I can get it on there. Had to move this to get the wood chipper out. Now I can really kind of cram that back in there a little bit. Alright. Instead of the autonomous tractor doing the seeding, I probably would do the seeding myself because shockingly enough, I don't have anything else really to do today until the fields are ready for harvest. Oh, I already got it full of fertilizer and seed. That is perfect. Except I want to do soybeans with it. Yeah, I don't think I've really seeded with the seed roll being an 8-meter wide just because didn't have the horsepower. Now I got more than enough. Man, when it comes time to seed this field down here, not seed it, but harvest it in a couple days. Oh man, we're gonna have a lot of soybean. A lot of soybean just from one field alone. Park out of here away from the autonomous tractor. Yep, now I'm just waiting for this to get done. I don't even have another spreader to go ahead and help him out, but maybe while I'm waiting, I'll go take Freckles around for a while. That way it frees up my entire afternoon to seed this field while I'm waiting for that to get done. There's something I could do. I'm going to go take Freckles for a trot.